Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a new episode of Railway Empire 2. We are currently following one of my freight trains, uh, of which I found out by accident actually that it was heading into the complete wrong direction because I had forgotten to electrify a part of my tracks. So it was going to turn to the north instead of traveling through the south, and because of that holding up a lot of other trains. I solved that, so hopefully it works. I also added a few tracks at some other stations, and hopefully it will help to get the flow better. We'll see. So I am currently using the electric locomotive on this, well, on all my cargo trains to be precise. The reason is I unlocked those. I don't know if it was by research or if I actually still got the technology for it, but I unlocked those and all my transport trains are currently running on these. All my transport trains are running on electric locs. So it has a little bit of an advantage, it has a little bit of a disadvantage. The funny part is these locomotives remind me a little bit about the story I read regarding the first Japanese cars that were actually exported to Europe and the USA after the 1973 oil crisis, because those cars were looking kind of like this locomotive does, not really streamlined and all that. They didn't look spacious on the outside, although they were a little bit on the inside. And compared to the American cars, they were looking very tiny. Well, if you see some of the American cars nowadays, then you can get the same expression of sub-brands of cars compared to that. I mean, it almost, to me, it almost feels like as if in the American car industry they try to compensate with the car for something they're lacking, being that above or below the waist, I don't know. But I leave that to you. But to me, an American car feels like they are compensating for lacking something on the body. So maybe that's the same thing with this locomotive. It's tiny, but it's quite powerful. It works. I unlocked some other stuff. I hope the game actually won't crash on me this time. So we've got the rail crusher as well. And my current plan is to unlock damping and lightweight construction, DEF veil tank, steel tubes, coupe van, and then up to luxury lines. Everything else can be done later. And the reason for that is if I am able to unlock the luxury lines fast, I will have to copy lots of train routes, but I'm also going to have a different transportation group available to me, a different resource you may call it. And with that, I will be able to make more money again. Things are still looking good, but it's always nice. Now let's see what's going on over here. Train's waiting. You are waiting for that one. He's waiting for him. He's waiting for him. Whoa. Where the heck did I lose that money? In the street. Yeah, that's making sense. Also on freight. Well, if my trains are being blocked like we have here, it explains why everything is having problems. So he is waiting. He has to go to waypoint number 1, which is there. But it won't. Why not? It should split off here. And it isn't. Edit. I'm going to add a new train. Only enters Oviedo to turn around. I think I start to know what's going on. Overhead lines, let's see. No. But why is it turning around in Oviedo? Castillo to Bordeaux. Bayonne to Bordeaux. Castillo to Bordeaux. Then the waypoint. Okay, so the holdup is here. Ah, look, look, there we are. Solved. That was the holdup. Now everything starts to recalculate. So I'm not going to touch anything. But that was the holdup. I set it on a waypoint, except it couldn't reach the waypoint because it had to take a different track. And because of that, it was going to a station, turn around, go to the waypoint, turn around, and go back to the station where it had to go. Okay, I solved that. And immediately it saw Jimenez stop. No, it is. Yes, it is. Look, now it should over the waypoints and actually do what it has to do. So this was causing the problems I had up here for probably a while. That's the disadvantage of using electric locomotives. You really have to be careful about your route if it actually has overhead lines or not. It's still a mess here, but it looks like things are moving on now. Or at least a little bit. So, problem solved. That's 2 points I managed to solve today. Yeah, this is the result. a city shrinking because it won't be supplied with goods. Well, that's the one. Salt. So I have to get this one, add it. In my system at some point. And in such a way that I can use it to supply multiple cities. First part isn't that complicated because I can simply connect with the switch here, so it's heading to the south. But I'm more thinking about Clermont and Lyon. Because I won't be able to connect it here, as I won't be able to use it on the bridge. And if I use Montplaisir, maybe that's even the better option, because that way it's easier, at least for Montpellier and Toulouse, not Toulouse, yeah, Toulouse too, Montpellier, Toulouse, Limoges, to actually get salt while with the connection here I can serve Marseille, Nice, Milano, not Torino. Going to Leroy, I have a problem. Let's check. Can't do this. Can't do that. Can't do this. Is it electrified? No, it is. have to change some things. I also have to keep an eye on what I'm actually doing, because I build a lot of bridges and tunnels where I maybe didn't have to. Oh well. Doesn't seem as too much of a problem anyway. Couture. It. In. Or in. That one is actually better. I'm going to drop on the bridge, sure. And still, well, never mind. I think I'm going to set a complete new route for this train. Only picking up and delivering salt to the various cities. Okay, whole station is electrified. Done. Supply tower. Well, technically it isn't needed anymore. Because, no, wait, they are needed. Because I'm still using I'm not using the here we go again, recalculating. I'm not using the water, but the electric locomotives will still be using lubricant and sand. So I will have to use the supply towers. Probably not as many as I do for the steam engines, but I still will have to use them. purpose of this route the one I'm going to create. Come on. Almost there. Come on, you can do it. There we are. Is to serve several cities with salt. I got 4 tracks. To Lyon. I'm not going to load anything over here. Heading back. Second platform to Clermont. I actually can no. Wait, I got a better idea. Manual. Going to 8. I don't know what's going to happen, if this is going to work or not. Platform number 3. Salt. Minimum 1. Montpellier, but for Montpellier the easiest way is actually this direction. That track? Yep. To Montpellier. Unload everything. Then I need to go back, but the thing is that so similar except that way. One, two, three, platform 4, minimal 1. And this time we're off to Marseille. Where I can actually no, back to salt. Platform 1 again. Underneath. Load up cloth English. Take that to Marseille, where we're going to unload everything. And we're going back to the station. That means I won't go to Milan and Turin, and I won't go to Limoges and Toulouse. So 1, 2, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trains are needed. Curious if it was this or this. I think it was like that spelling. Now, let's see if it works. I need to load at least one car. Oh gosh, that's weird. I thought it was closed. Or maybe they are open because you got headlights. Because I set it on manual. That's a possibility too. You never know in the games like these. This is looking okay, although one of the other trains immediately start using inner platforms, which actually is something I wasn't hoping for. We'll see. Being unloaded, okay. .1. Very well. That works. It also means that at some point I actually have to increase that industry, the salt production. So I don't know what it will do when. I have to look at how much we pick up. The first train got a full load. The second probably will do a full load too, or less, but the minimum is one. So it all depends how fast other cities using the salt I am delivering. That's why I set the minimum at 1, otherwise the train will drive back and forth and not making money. While with the minimum of 1, at least they wait and start transporting one car the moment there is a demand for it, and that way I hope to keep my cost under control. Something I forgot. Load it, okay. See, this is what I meant. Not enough supply, so I need to upgrade my industry already. Which means 24, okay. So we actually have a demand of 7, but I'm only able to transport. Oh, get. I'm only to transport 4. My advantage now with the higher production, the one for Yay will should be able to get a full load of salt again, and hopefully the second train will be able to pick up a full load of salt for Clermont-Ferrand as well. So we'll see. We'll see how things are going. And here, steam engine. Maybe very briefly. We'll see. At some point, they may catch up on us anyway. There is a steam engine, but it's heading the wrong direction, unfortunately. Still looks nice. One thing to let you know, salt. Yep. The other thing is, we're going to pick things up. Yeah, I was afraid of that. No planks, no furniture. Okay. So might as well ignore that. And take that out. Still waiting for goods. Yep. Oh, you know what? Am I able to load beer? Yep. I think I messed up. I'm going to do the easiest thing. Remove the train, edit, add another one, confirm, and follow him. Still lacking. And this is because I messed up. Okay, I messed up. Could be worse though. And over time, things will probably work out anyway. Because very, very simple reason. The longer a train has to travel, the more time I have to actually use the water supply. So my guess is we will probably load up feed stores once again, then move it on. works. Game simply won't crash this time. Well, everything is messed up. Because this is heading into the wrong direction. So, wondering how it will go. And I am going to edit. Say hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. So number 9 is track 4, platform 1, platform 2, off to Limoges, because that's possible. Only thing is I need to figure out which is the best platform for this. I think I will drop it off at platform 1. I don't think I will. Will I go back to Bucharest or should I bring some goodies? Loads. Three and 4 are basically the most empty. I fear that we are going to wait for the liquor. Why would it turn around? Ah, Lyon. That's weird. Why would it turn around the moment I edit Limoges? What happens? We move around, look, then waypoint 1 to load per yay, waypoint 2 to return, to look, to Marseille, to look to Nice. Weird. The only thing I can think of is this. That's the problem. That's the problem. Let's try again. Look. Limoges. Lyon. I'm coming in from the south, so I can actually drop right from 1. Bingo. That should do the trick. Let's see if we're able to keep up with that passenger train. We are having a better acceleration, so we should be able to catch up on it for a while. The tractive power is better, so we should be able to catch up on it for a while. Eventually it should be running ahead of us again because its overall speed is faster. This is, yeah, nice looking. There we are. Here's a nice view of that rail crush track. I think there's another shot. So this is looking nice. Things are working. That's even better. All this honking is really said it about a year ago when I started this. I have asked if it could be removed in the options. So when you play a European map or even as a person from Europe, you could actually disable the honking all the time. What they did was reducing the sound of it, so that's less, but it's still happening every time you encounter a switch, every time you encounter a supply station that the damn thing is pulling the horn. Somewhat annoying. So this time we should end up at platform number 3, I think. 1, 4. 4 means we should be heading to the south this time. Also, look at this. Some of my other trains are using these tracks now because let's go for maximum level because it's still not able to keep up. Still have only 3. It's heading to Clermont-Ferrand, which is in the north and not the south though. It will probably turn around somewhere. Number 5 is off to 1, 2 and 3 are still on deployment. Okay. So things are a little bit messed up at the moment. The result of adjusting routes while there's already a train running. Which is looking a little bit odd. It's a graphic mistake. Result of what I changed, all the trains are being held up again now. So when I'm heading back, this train will probably stop once in a while. Curious where this train will end up. That's for sure. it all the way to the sail before we actually go back. Well, number 5 is heading in the right direction. Yep, must say, and now we're heading back. Okay. So at least that part is going as planned. Now we have to wait. Nope, don't need that option. Sarajevo supply? What the hell? Okay, there's an error here. Somewhere for this train I'm missing Markovi. Let's see. Markovi. Yep, found it. No, according to this, everything is electrified. Ah, gotcha. Well, that explains. Let's see what happens now, because we got everything needs to be recalculated again because of the adjustment. one train is. I think more trains are actually heading in the wrong direction. I also think the problem is solved here now. Waiting for the employee supply, okay. And off we go. So some tiny parts of the tracks that weren't electrified that are causing problems. That's better. Still not the way it should. Freight increased, passenger dropped a bit, mail dropped a bit, production increased 7 million extra, cost dropped a little bit too, but I'm not happy with the results yet. Still not happy about the name. I know it's not correct. Once again heading in the wrong direction. What the heck? Well, that one is heading in the right direction, Leon. So I will simply skip number 4 also. According to Google Translate, this is the French word for salt. I don't know. Never mind. And we have first technology available. So let's do that. The next one will be the lightweight construction. I thought the French word was sal, not salé. Well, that's good. At least that means that part is working. Still have problems with my routing. Once again, waiting for goods. That's... No. No need to wait for goods. Unless that one's also heading the wrong direction. This way I keep running around in circles actually. The only advantage Lyon is getting enough supply. But that's only because it's the first stop. Three, four. Okay, that's working. It's also heading in the right direction. So let's try this again. Hopefully I'm able to keep up with this. I should have saved the game actually. Well, I got an autosave to fall back if something happens, but I should have saved. So let's keep our fingers crossed that nothing happens. operation. If it's able to keep its speed up a bit, well, it looks like that dampening thing is indeed working. Because speeds don't drop that much in corners anymore. Not sure what happens on straight, especially not when a train is actually using the shortest turn. But so far, so good. Bingo! That just saved me 200 research points. That also means I got this, so maintenance time for electric locomotive is reduced by 5% now. For the steam locomotive it's a lot higher, but that means this is easier to get. Quite pleased with that. Both the fact that I don't need research points, so I got it in auction, and the fact that I'm currently got a small cut on maintenance time. So this route is actually going a little bit faster as when I initially creating it. Right, nice. Now I hope it won't load up anything. Got to be kidding me. What goods? It shouldn't load anything. Okay, um, done. I'm going to restart that entire route again from scratch. But I'm going to do that not while we're recording this because you've seen what I do. I will probably set loading up some goods here for Lyon and that's it. And maybe with the other stations too. We'll see about that. Anyway, for now, thanks for watching everybody. I do hope you've been enjoying it. I did, although having that train asking for goods in Clermont-Ferrand over and over again is a little bit annoying. So I hope to be able to solve that. I wish everybody a very good week and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.